Morning, everyone. Hello and welcome to my page. This is my segment of Craft Around the Clock, and I am just going to get me pulled up here while everybody's jumping on. Maybe I will. How's everybody doing today? Good morning. For those of you that don't know me, I am Christina, and I'm glad you're here. I know the sun is very bright coming in here, and I'm sorry. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Lisa. Good morning, Miss Kathy from Farmhouse Glitter. Let me see. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for sprinkling the blessings. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Sue. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I have some fun things in store for us today on our 45-minute segment. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, Barb from Chicken Pickins. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you? I see Trish. Good morning, Norma. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning, Stephanie from Honey and Bear Creates. Julie from D&J Crafting Creations. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Joanne. Y'all, I got something really... Good morning, Roxanne. Oh, I'm happy you're catching me too. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Regina. Oh, my friends are coming on. Hi, Mindy. Melinda is a girl that I graduated high school with. So nice to have her following me. Okay, guys, we're going to jump right in. Hi, Monica from Texas Breeze Creations. Thank you for sprinkling. Good morning, Jan. Hi, Judy. Good morning, Lisa. Okay, so I'm combining a couple different product lines, okay? You all know that I am a creator with Magnolia Design Company now. And if you're interested, I will never push any products on you, but if you're interested in the stencil that I'm using today, it should be in the featured link there. The IOD products that I'm going to use are also, it's not the featured link, but it'll be under the links icon, and there's two of them. One is the Trimmings 2 mold, and the other one is the textured stamps. Remember how we did the crackled stamp that one time? Hello, Jermaine. Good morning, Angela from Purple Lily Decor, my cousin. Good morning, Amy. So my links are all there. I tried to make it easy for you to try to find things. The links for the IOD products are for Tracy from Scrappy's Rustics. Good morning, Liz. You caught me. So, and the other one is to my to my Magnolia website. We're going to do this one today. We're going to do give us this day our daily bread, work mouth. But last night I had just a piece of pine wood that I had another sign on that never sold. Angela, it was the snowflake sign. Remember when I did that? So I sanded it off and I got it all clean. And I went ahead and I did the twisted IOD mold. And I made them last night and I glued them on. Quick and thick is the best way to glue those on from what everybody says. Tip for quick and thick. And one of my friends on here told me, and since I've seen other creators do it, store it upside down. Otherwise, you're never going to get it out. So this is what we have. I know, Angela, I had two and neither one of them sold. So I'm like, okay, I've carried them for 2 years. I'm going to sand it and reuse the wood. So what we're going to do first is, you guys, I'm excited. You guys know that I've really been trying to learn new things, and we're going to implement some of those things today. So I hope you're excited about it. I'm going to take my Waverly chalk paint and plaster, and I'm going to try really hard to see all your comments. Angela, I don't know if Lisette is on here. Can you share this to the crew for me, please? Good morning, Lori. How are you? So how's everybody doing on this Tuesday morning? Let's see, what have I missed here? I don't see any comments. They must have stopped. Oh, there they go. I know, Tracy, Debbie, she really does a good job with shipping. I ordered a transfer from her. I got the IOD, what's it called? Brogante. And I got it rather quick too. I know Lisette ordered the molds and she was surprised how quick hers came. So you guys know me, I'm not a perfect painter and I don't aim to be, but I'm gonna try real hard to get in these twists. Good morning, Donna. I am. It's been a busy morning, but that's just because that's the way I make my life. That's just the way I do things. We're going to use some waxes. We're going to make a colored wax because I want to go for some, like an old patina look. So we're going to create our own color wax. Isn't that exciting? I just want this sign to look very vintage. Chalk paint is so thick, like thicker than normally. The mold is with the IOD Trimmings 2. Right here, and I have it in the links at Scrappy's Rustics. And then we're also going to be using an IOD texture stamp. It's the rubber stamp, and that is linked also. The Magnolia Stencil that we're going to use, the link should be in the featured link right there in the black box. Whoops, I guess I got a lot down there that I can spread around. And you guys, you know, I'm new with the IOD molds, and I did buy IOD clay, but I had a tub of Crayola air-dried clay because remember when I was doing the, when I made the blueberries out of it for my blueberry pie? So I've been trying to use that. Now that is a less expensive clay, so you will tend to get cracks with that more, but, and I was even talking to the lady where I get my stuff. Hi Stephanie, hi Tammy, hi Sheila. You know, it's okay, like it just gives it more character. Now this time when I did it last night, I didn't get any cracks in it this morning, which is okay too. You know, vintage, old, it's not supposed to be perfect, right? Who wants perfect? And if you do want perfect, then I don't know. I'll try to do some research to figure out how to prevent it. But everybody that I talk to says the less expensive air-dried clays will crack. Not always, but there's a chance. Stephanie from the Vintage Pebble. How are you, my friend? Kathy from the Country Goat. How are you? You guys, thanks for joining me this morning. And I hope that I get done in time because, listen, I was up till 2 in the morning crafting. I don't ever get to craft for fun anymore. So I put on some Magnolia training videos and I sat out here and I crafted. I use, Magnolia now has the transfers, like the print transfers. So I did some of those on some Dollar Tree surfaces and I want to show you what I did. Like literally they're so cute. Stephanie, I used one of your techniques, what you did with the chippy look on the Dollar Tree canvases. I am obsessed. So I will show you guys all that because they're just simple little like shelf sitters or in a vignette or tiered tray. I did a flower pot. I did 2 canvases. And what else did I do? I don't know. I used almost a whole sheet of the transfers, all but 2 of them. Because once I started doing it, I was like hooked. Oh, there was, Dollar Tree had the natural wood framed, excuse me, whiteboard, like a 5x5 or something. And I painted the whiteboard and made it look all vintage and put one of the transfers on there. And it was so cute. So maybe while we're drying, I can show you. Now this is just a terracotta pot that I got from Dollar Tree. I put that Magnolia transfer on there. I put some foam in it with some Spanish moss, and I took, can you see that texture on there? That's from one of those textured stamps, and I just used vintage photo to make it look old. And then around it, I did the Kills Dark Sealing Wax. Isn't that cute? I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let me see, what else? Dollar Tree cutting board. This is one of Magnolia's transfers also. This is all on one sheet. I used the crackle stamp. I put the transfer on, tied this ribbon that I got in Happy Mail. Look how vintage that looks. Thank you. Like, I was so impressed with how everything turned out. Like little Dollar Tree surfaces. Here's a canvas from Dollar Tree. I did the chippy effect like Stephanie did on one of her short videos. And did a transfer on it. And just tied some fabric on it. Like if you want, just a shelf sitter. I don't know. Whatever people want to do with it. And then here's another one. It's another transfer from Magnolia. Thank you. And then one more. I did one more. And this is just one of those little tiny canvases from Dollar Tree. Had it for a long time, didn't know what to do with it. I put the transfer on it. I did the chippy like Stephanie from the Vintage Pebble did. And I have this little rubber stamp that I saw Kim from Yesterday's Tomorrow's use. And that's what that little script writing is. I got that on Amazon. It was like $6.99 or something. It's just a little, I don't know, like maybe a 6x6. Thank you guys. I think they turned out really cute. Like I just sat here and played, and y'all, I don't know the last time I did that. I feel like I'm always having, you know, events or lives or short videos or something. Like I never just get to sit and play. And I was going to do a short video, and then I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just going to enjoy myself. I was Rita. Thank you, Cynthia. Good morning, Shelly. So it was fun, and I had never used I've never used any transfers before. But you know, I'm thinking, okay, I've used a Cricut for several years now. It's, you know, it's got the transfer sheet, it's got the carrier sheet. Like, how hard can it be? So I wanted to play with it. Good morning, Gina. Thank you, Tish from TLC's Country Creations. Hi, Shauna. Welcome. Everybody welcome Shauna. Thank you for following me. Good morning, Pammy. I know, Kathy, me too, and I don't do it enough. And I really enjoyed myself last night. I really, really did. And I think I can take all these little things out to my booth, and I think they'll sell well, you know, for the holiday season. Kathy, those ones aren't IOD. Those ones are from Magnolia. Magnolia is now putting out transfers. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Deborah. Hi, Andrina. How are you? Okay, I think we may be dry enough. Good morning, Deb. Welcome. Deb's first time watching me. My name is Christina. I appreciate you being here. Okay, now I'm going to take my little gator. This is just a gator micro sander, and I'm going to smooth this finish just a little bit. The framing around here, is that what you're asking me, this? That is an IOD mold done with air-dried clay. Tammy, how are you, my friend? Hi, Sue. Welcome. We got another newbie. I'm sure my friends will welcome you. I appreciate you being here. You caught me on a day where I'm doing a bunch of different techniques. So if I have a fail, just know that I like to try new things, and it's probably going to happen more often than not. So now I'm going to take my Magnolia. This is just wax. And because this is a freshly painted surface on wood, I want to make sure that my transfer, because it is new, does not pull up my paint. This is just a little wax applicator that you can get, a wax pad or whatever. Good morning, Bridget. And I'm just putting it on with one side of it. There's a piece of clay. And then we're going to rub it off with the other side of it. Oh, thank you, Liz. Country Couponing Chicks. Welcome. What's your first name? Did you tell me? Give me your first name, my friend. Around the Dollar Tree frames, it was just a canvas, and I painted it with brown truffle from Waverly, and then I put candle wax on it, and then I painted it with plaster from Waverly, and then I used a scraper, like a putty knife, to scrape it, to give it that chippy look. I think that's what you're asking me. Okay, I'm going to go around the braid here. This isn't even a braid, it's a twist. Because we want to wax on here too, and I want the wax to move. Because we're going to layer. It's the IOD mold, it's the Trimmings 2 mold, and there is a link down there. There's also a link for the texture stamp that I'm going to use. It should take you to Tracy at Scrappy's Rustics website. She is an IOD stockist, and I send everybody there, unless you have one local to you. Okay, so we got that all off. And we're going to use, for those of you just coming on, we're going to use this stencil from Magnolia. That should be in the black box at the bottom of your screen if you're interested. That'll take you right to the stencil in my store, or in my website. So we're just going to take this apart. I'm really trying to keep an eye on the time. And you have to save your backing. A lot of people will mark the back of it because you want to make sure you apply it back to the shiny part. You don't want to stick it to the other part. Okay, so I'm fuzzing this with this cloth just because this is a new stencil and they are very sticky. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth, you can, use your like sweatpants, your jeans, your sweatshirts, whatever you have on. You can just stick it to your clothes. Oh, Dawn, you are lucky. I don't know if you heard the story, but I never knew that I had one. And out where my booth is, like literally right around the corner, there's an antique store. And I went in there one day looking for spindles and just to see, I wanted to find some little antique tins and stuff. But lo and behold, she's a stockist. She has the DIY line, she has the IOD, she has milk paint, like she has the whole deal, and she does paint classes and stuff. Like yesterday, she showed me how to do the paint inlays. Like I bought paint inlays, you guys, so that's coming up. Okay, I have to stand up because I have to be able to see what I'm doing. So if you're seeing the top of my head, I do apologize, but this is a necessary thing. And when you use these stencils, you don't have to use them in their entirety. You can just use parts of them. Okay, I think that we're good there. So I can sit down. And I'm going to, oh, this doesn't want to stick. Why is this not sticking? I might have a fail, guys. Why is this not sticking? I only fuzzed it twice. Seriously. Joey, are you on here? Let's hope this works, y'all. Let's hope this works. I don't want to have a fail on my live. Not with all my friends watching. Of course, if you're going to fail, you might as well do it with your friends, right? So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to push it down against the twisted mold. You don't want to push too hard on your stencil because you don't want to stretch it. You know what I mean? Because these are screens, like mesh screens inside there. I use parts of yours. Do you, Monica? I love that flexibility. Like you know, you can just make it any way you want. You can personalize it in so many different ways. So this is just one of their squeegees. I might try that, Lori. It looks as though it's adhering, though. I didn't even really put a whole lot of wax on. That's why I was surprised. It may have looked like it, but I really didn't. But it's not sticking. Hold on. Let me see, guys. Let's try this again, okay? Bear with me, because I don't want to have a bunch of bleeds. I don't care about some bleeds because, you know, perfectly imperfect is my motto. You know, from now on, I'm not sure that I'm going to wax. I was afraid, being that this is like newly painted, but this is the second time it's happened to me. So I may not wax anymore because it's not staying down. You guys, I have a fail. No, it's not a fail. It'll be fine. I just don't understand it. Like, what is happening? We have things to do, Stencil. Come on. We have things to do. It's okay. I'm just going to keep pressing it down. Well, Debbie, with you saying that, maybe I did use too much. Hey, it's all a learning process, right? I guess maybe you just don't even realize. Yeah, you know what? It's funny, Sandy, because when I was getting ready, I thought, I think I might just get my Rust-Oleum clear matte. I have it in the spray and the brush on. That's what I sealed those with, all the things that I did last night. And I thought maybe I'll do that. And then I'm like, no, maybe I should just do the wax like they, you know, like they recommend. Plus I have it because it came in my kit. I guess you should go with your gut, huh? Well, we're going to go with it, guys. I'm going to try to use my hand to help it to press it down. And this is just my chalk paste in black, and I'm just taking a little stir stick and I'm just stirring it up because I haven't used this for probably about a week. Let me see, what time is it? 10:24. We got to get rolling, guys. Rolling. And I'm just going to get a little bit on here, and I'm going to put it on the green surface and move it upward. I'm not going to put it right into the screen. And when you're doing these, if you don't know, Very little pressure. Very little pressure. They say if you're bending the squeegee, you're going too hard. And it does not take much product at all. I like this squeegee better. Not as much give to it. I think it's gonna be fine, you guys. I guess maybe I need to play with the wax thing when I'm not live and see. Thank you for sprinkling, Leanne. I appreciate you. You guys want to sprinkle, that really helps our pages. I know you hear everybody say that, but it really, really does. And Facebook likes to hold back and not put you out there sometimes. So when you sprinkle and throw up hearts, it really helps us. It's supposed to be nice here in Ohio today. As you can see, the sun is shining. Okay, I'm just taking the excess wax off, and now we're going to go over here. And I'm really looking at the time because I want to make sure that we can finish this. The next couple steps should go fairly quickly. This is like the biggest part. And I brought a little pan of water so I don't have to run to the sink. Because I don't want my stencils to dry. Okay. Looks good. And I'm one of those people that if there's darker spots than others, I'm okay with that. So now we're going to peel this up. There you go. That worked out perfect. 1 minute, please, guys. 1 minute, please. Just want to rinse this out of here. Don't go anywhere. I'm still here. Okay, let me just put my towel down there. Okay, that's done. Let's move forward. Hold, please, as my backside's sticking up in the air. Thanks, Deborah. Yeah, you know, it did. I don't really see. I was scared, but it worked. I know that's upside down, but. So now we're gonna. That's a good idea, Shelly. I literally have a 9x13 pan down here that I put water in it. I've seen a lot of creators get like those wash basins or something. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Jessica. So I'm like, well, I really don't have time to think about it right now, so this is just what I'm going to do. I got to get a system. So I want to make sure that my chalk paste is dry because we're going to start doing some waxing. Throw my squeegee down there. We're going to do some layering. And kind of excited about it, y'all. Kind of excited about it. I hope it turns out the way I have it in my brain. Thank you, Roxanne. Thanks, Kathy. Thank you, Terry. Okay, we got that closed. Now, for people that don't like vintage looking, they like it clean, like the farmhouse look, I mean, you could basically stop here. But I want to give it a vintage feel. I think it's dry. I think it's dry. I have seen people spray them with water until they're finished. Yeah. Hi, Diane. Hi, Sonia. Thank you. Thank you, Marcia. Okay, and you can kind of tell when it's dry because the ink, you can see it kind of like lighten up because it's drying. Good morning, Connie. How are you? Okay, so next we are going to take our Waverly Antique Wax. And this is almost empty, but that's okay because I don't need much of it. And I'm going to find the right brush. Maybe I'm going to use a 1-inch chippy brush. I just get these in bulk from Amazon. I don't even know the name of them. Bates Choice. Yeah, you're more farmhouse. You're kind of switching a little bit, Ange, though. You really are. And I'm just going to go over these twists. You know, very, very gingerly. Like I'm not putting hardly any pressure. And I hardly have anything in my brush. Trying to get the edge of the frame as well, or the piece of wood as well. You could even apply this with like a paper towel or a wet wipe. Just making sure to get, thank you, Sue, to get the, and I'm not even going back in the lid. I'm just going on my paper towel that I offloaded it with. Because I don't want a whole lot. Thank you, Dina. Is it Dina or Deanna? Good morning, Deb from Art and Grace. Again, I'm just going to my paper towel. And I'm just barely discoloring it. Like you might not even be able to see, but I'm just barely discoloring it. I am going to load my brush again. Thank you, Monica. And I'm just going to go over it ever so lightly. I know, Ange. I was never into the rustic or the primitive or anything until I started watching, you know, Stephanie and Sarah and other creators, and I don't know, like my whole vibe just changed. But that's okay. That happens to a lot of people, right? Okay, so I am going to take a wipey because we got 10 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes. Because we got too much in that area. Okay, so now I'm going to take what is left in my brush, and I'm just going to go around like the inside of the frame, the molding. Like to just give it a little bit of depth, not to do any kind of like real color change, and then somewhat in there, very, very, very lightly. There's a knot in this wood, and I'm going to hit the wax with that because I like that natural, the natural flaws of wood. So again, very, 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 very lightly. Look how that changes it. Okay, so let's be done with that. And I'm going to also move this stuff out of my way. I have, and actually, I'm going to take, what am I going to take? I have this milk paint clear wax, and I want to put this over here because I want to add, I ground up some instant coffee because I don't have the what's it called? Dixie Belle has a product, and so does DIY like dirty dust or dark and decrepit dust, depending on which line you go with. And I thought, well, why can't I just I took the bottom of a, the back side of the spoon, and I just smashed down the instant coffee from Dollar Tree. So we're going to try that. Just to kind of give it some texture, I want to put some clear wax on. Actually, I'm going to brush it on. How about that? We're going to brush it on to see if it can go quicker. And I am so sorry if I'm missing things, but I really want to get this done for you all. I see the hearts flying. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your sprinkles and your hearts. So who here loves to do layers and different techniques and make things look old? Okay, so that's on. I have this milk paint, and this is just a sample that I got at that antique store that is local to me. It is a milk paint brand, and it's in the color Tropical Jade. I'm going to take a little paintbrush, just a regular paintbrush, and I'm going to dip my paintbrush in there, and I'm just going to go around. I'm going to layer this with the coffee grounds. And I wanted that wax on there too for the milk paint to stick to. And I learned this, well, something similar to this, not exactly this, but from Mandy at Western Grace. I'm in her private group, and she teaches a lot of different techniques. And she did something very similar to this, and this is why I got the products that I got, because I love the look of it. So I'm just pushing that around, grunging them up, huh? Don't need all that on there, so let's get rid of some of that. And this is going to help add to the vintage antique-y look of this. And you don't need a whole lot. You just want it, you want the color. I've just really been wanting to try new things, you guys. Like, I'm just like driven to learn and to grow myself as a creator, you know? I don't know why, but it's been a thing with me the last couple weeks. Hi, Andrea. Thank you. Welcome to my page. I hope you stick around. Okay, so once we do this, see what I mean? We just start giving it a little bit of color. Yay, Sarah Lynn. Yeah, sometimes it can be temperamental, huh? So I'm just brushing this off. That's all I'm doing with just a clean chippy brush. And we're going to do the same thing now with the coffee grounds. I'm dipping my paintbrush in the clear wax, and we're just going to go in and see if it'll discolor it like I want it to. And it doesn't seem to be. Let me see. Yeah, because I just want it to be like a dusting. You know what I mean? I want it to kind of layer over top of the turquoise or the tropical jade, just to kind of help give it, I'm trying to go for that like patina type look. Does that make sense? And the wax will help it stick. And I'm literally just pouncing now for time's sake because we have 5 minutes. But you guys are getting the gist of it, right? The layering. And then I'm going to take my stamp, which I'm going to do that right now. Give me 1 second. We're going to do the crackle stamp so you can see that. Let me brush this off. Boy, 45 minutes just flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Flies. Let me see. I need a little bit more of this on this one part because I don't feel like I got it very good. Okay, you guys, this looks amazing to me. Look at that. Do y'all like that? I like that. Okay, so now we're going to take this IOD texture stamp. Are we still there? I don't see anything. I see no comments. Okay, now I see some hearts. And this is the texture stamp, the crackle one. We literally have 4 minutes, so let's crackle. The fastest crackling ever. I'm taking my archival ink in black, and this is a permanent ink. Let me get the coffee granules off there. And we're just gonna randomly, I just did a portion of it, we're gonna randomly place this on there. You wanna hold your stamp so that it doesn't smear and just kind of tap it down. I don't want it to be heavy. Hold it, tap it down with your fingers. You don't even have to redo it or re-ink it, depending on the look that you're going for. Thanks, Sarah, my girl from Booksy and Buttons. Just go. I'm telling you, the crackle stamp is the thing. And you can go as heavy or as light as you want with this. But listen, we have 3 minutes, but look at this, you guys. Look at the textures on there. And now I'm going to take my wax and I'm going to go over it. We're going to go over it and add another layer. Another layer here. In random spots. Go on the edge of the board. I want to thank you guys all for being here with me this morning. Unfortunately, I don't know who's next because I didn't see a schedule when I was on my phone. I might have missed it or it came on after when I was getting ready. But stay in the Craft Around the Clock group and you have all day crafting. After each presenter is done, Tracy shares the next one in, so you just have to refresh your page. If you guys have any questions about any of the products that I used or the techniques that I used, feel free to message me. I will help you in any way that I can. Oh, hi, Dina. Thank you so much. I will help you with anything that I can. I hope the links work for you to Tracy's at Scrappy's Rustics for the IOD products. My Magnolia link is there if you're interested in purchasing this stencil or any other. Yes, there is a link for the crackling stamp. It is there with the IOD molds also. If you hit the link icon. So again, if you need anything, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I will always, always, always answer you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Pam. This clear wax I got is milk paint. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Barb. I love it. And you know, if you go over this crackle with more ink, It even brings out, I'm sorry, with more wax, like when I seal it with the wax, it even brings out the crackle even more. But I don't know, guys. I'm just playing. I'm just learning. I'm trying new things. And I thank you guys for bearing with me. But here we go. My time's up. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.